Hello again. Well, I've posted a number of comments from one particular viewer. Here's another one from that same viewer. He wrote, "Hi Gabe, I grew up in Baltimore. I am here visiting the city this week, so naturally the recent events hit home, literally. There is zero doubt in my mind, at least, that Obama was behind all of the riots and events, as he was in Ferguson and the Zimmerman case. A few things have come out in the past few days which are highly suspicious and point back to Obama. First off, it was recently learned that our mayor, Stephanie Rawlings Blake, who was in communication with the usurper that same day, issued a quote-unquote stand-down order to the police. In addition to the stand-down order, the police were ordered not to wear their traditional protective gear. Question mark? Exclamation mark? Makes no sense. Why would anyone tell the police not to wear protective clothing and ordered not to defend themselves if attacked? But then again, this is the same quote-unquote president who ordered our troops in Afghanistan that they were not permitted to shoot back at the Muslim adversaries unless the American troops were fired at, get this, at least twice. So they just had to sit there like targets. So obviously Obama likes putting most white males, cops, in harm's way, and then telling them they are not permitted to defend themselves. All this is a recipe for anarchy, which is the plan and deliberate intentions of Obama. He wants America to burn, and he will do it, I have no doubt. And like in Ferguson, we're finding out now in Baltimore that Freddie Gray was a multiple offense drug dealer, not some innocent kid who got abused by white cops. There are also some reports that his spine was severed before he even was picked up. So it's quite possible that the cops in this case did absolutely nothing improper. It's also coming out now that the quote online flyer and the quote that instigated the first riots on Monday came from 800 miles away, and the same place, coincidentally, that incited the Ferguson riots. The point? These events were orchestrated and not spontaneous reactions. They are Obama's professional mobile thugs. The truth is, in Baltimore, there really is not a lot of racial division, and there is, as there is in other cities, which is why I smelled a rat. The thugs playing in front of the burning cars on Monday did not strike me as Baltimore locals. My guess is that Obama trucked them in while telling the mayor to let them do their thing. Night one in Baltimore, the police were not permitted to do anything by Obama's orders. My belief is that Obama told the Baltimore mayor on Monday to have the police, quote, stand down, and to quote, just like in Benghazi, Obama gave the order. Now there are multi-city protests emerging, again by design. Obama is building up a network of rabble-rousers to create riots in multiple cities simultaneously. The Baltimore riots on the second night accomplished another goal for Obama. He got the televised visuals of militarized troops, all dressed in black SWAT gear, and massive warlike vehicles going through the streets. When I was in downtown Baltimore this morning, I saw a truckload of cops, all dressed in full black, in trucks with full military gear. This is just another false flag that is preparing the country for massive riots and ultimately martial law. Rawlings Blake, like many others, is carrying Obama's water. She is obviously not bright enough to know that she is an unknowing accomplice being used by Obama. When the mayor said, give the people who want to destroy some space, my belief is that she was basically paraphrasing what Obama told her that afternoon when he talked to her on the phone. Then, as a standard for him, He probably hung up the phone, then took another puff of his crack pipe in the White House while being filleted by Reggie Love as he watches ESPN Sports Center. One thing is for sure, he is loving this, and it's only gonna get worse. Well, the only thing that I might dispute is Reggie Love. I don't think he's been around the White House for a while. I think maybe Michael Robinson might be doing that for Obama while he's watching ESPN Sports Center. Folks, look at all the pieces of the puzzle. They all fit, don't they?